So this is it a rant? Is it a go? This is about some things that I think only some teachers do. We all do in a different way. This is basically when a student has a problem, and the answer we say almost always we say, "Oh, this will go away with time. Don't worry. This is just something. Just practice does this." I'm talking about examples like, "Oh, how do I get more vocabulary? How do I improve my pronunciation? Oh, how do I speak better? Well, my grammar, I keep making the same mistakes." Okay. And I just think it's wrong. I think there's two things here. The first thing is it's true. This is the big problem here a little bit. It's true that if you keep practicing, all these skills of language, all this knowledge of language will keep going up. But it's a little bit, there's a difference here between some teachers who are going to say, well, remember that you keep practicing, okay? But the solution doesn't stop there. This is what gets me angry, is there are just a few teachers and many people on the internet who are not even teachers, who they'll just say, oh, this is just normal, and you don't worry, it will get better with time. So like someone goes on the internet and says, oh, how do I learn vocabulary? How do I speak better? And the person is already there, right? So they're doing lessons and they're on the internet or something like that. That means they're already active with their English. So often they might include stories of what they're doing, and then the person or the teacher will say, oh, yeah, just keep on going. Just keep doing it, man. Just keep doing it. It's correct, but I don't like it. And it's not what the correct answer should really be. The correct answer in some way has to understand what the student is actually asking. And what their student is asking is, I know this is a long journey, and if they don't know it's a long journey, then that's something you should definitely look at first. I know it's a long journey, and I'm doing this, but I don't feel it's getting better. And there is the difference, is how the person feels, okay? And so the advice as a teacher, or as anyone, any well-wisher, someone trying to be helpful on the internet, what you really want to do is understand how they feel. And what they feel is a lack of power. They feel that what they're doing isn't making a difference. Telling them that that over time it will do, okay, so that'll help a little bit. They feel, oh, I'm doing the right thing. But when you talk about motivation, you want to feel that something good is happening to you now. Yeah, it's no good if you're losing weight and then you're not losing weight. But someone tells you, yeah, but in a year, 10 kilos will disappear. All right. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's what happens. You have these steps in language, maybe. But the problem is that in that year, the person's going to lose motivation. And that is the biggest factor here. The person's going to lose motivation. They're not going to carry on if they're only doing activities which they feel are only giving them results in the very, very long term. So, what's understand here? Understand the psychology of the student. Understand the student is saying, okay, I know I have to work. You want them to have some power. They must have some power. They must feel that what they are doing can make a difference to their language. So when you do tell them to contextualize that this is a long process, you must also give them ideas about, all right, well, this exercise, you can do this, okay? You can do this exercise for speaking. Just try this. Try this exercise for listening. Try this. Because if the person feels that they do something which makes a difference, then they feel back in control. I mean, just the conversation, the classic conversation you have with a teacher. Oh, I don't know how to learn vocabulary. And the teacher says, well, just carry on, doing the reading and stuff like that. Or do your flashcards or whatever. That's true. But they should do something a bit new as well. Give them something new to do. Something which makes them feel, oh, wow, this makes a difference. That there is something I can do. Bizarrely, even if they don't do it, it doesn't matter, because because what they're really worried about here is not the size of English, how big the language is. It's that they don't feel that they can do anything with it. So, as a teacher, I think, you should be aware of lots of different small exercises of thinking about what to do, of different ways of thinking about what's happening to the person. Concentrate on what they feel as much as the reality. The reality, you're right, okay? But they also need to feel that they can do stuff. They can do new things, okay? They're a bit bored. Another problem is that some students get to intermediate and they don't change what they did to get to intermediate. They don't realize that they should do something new, okay? Doing something new might stimulate them to feel that they can make a difference. If they feel they can make a difference, then they're going to stay motivated and keep studying for longer. So I would say, just be very, very careful about simply saying, just carry on. Give them something new to do. Okay? I hope that's useful. I'll keep my links updated. There's lots of free stuff on the internet. I'll keep the links that I put in the descriptions updated and whatever like that, and all my videos like that. So, not really a rant, really. Just there's a few people who just, I think, unbeknowingly, are demotivating people, telling them there's nothing else to do, just wait. And what they need to do is be positive in the wait. And to be positive, they need to do some things that are making a difference now. And there can be very small activities, small pronunciation activities, small speaking activities, small listening activities, lots of different things to do to really do things different, okay? Open their mind about the linking if we're listening, or like do some faster dictation things, do things which are just a little bit different, something which is like, wow. And things might make a difference. There might be some of them make a big difference immediately. But if the student keeps doing the same thing and thinking that it's just a long, long journey and I have to be very bored, that's not going to keep them motivated. All right then. See you soon.